Seniors Jessica and Jasmine Jones have been playing basketball since 6th grade, but they didn't start taking it seriously until about their sophomore year in high school, when the two found themselves too tall for horseback riding. Yes, you heard correctly, horseback riding. The two traveled to riding competitions their entire life and even owned a horse named M&M. Jessica said owning a horse taught the two the value of hard work and how to work together. So when they started being recruited to play basketball in college, they knew they wanted to stick together. Seniors Amanda Cahill and Tyra Buss recorded their 100th career start in 100 games played Tuesday night in their victory against Southern University. This Indiana team only has 10 eligible players, 5 in which are freshmen, so Cahill and Buss plan to be the backbone of this team. Yeah, Jalen Penn has definitely made an impact for the Hoosiers this season, but you had 2 players today in scoring in double digits. What were you guys focusing on coming into the game offensively? Thanks, Jacob. Indiana may have come up short against Louisville last week in the Big Ten ACC Challenge, but freshman guard Jalen Penn sure didn't. She led Indiana with 17 points, had 2 blocks, and 5 rebounds. Amanda Cahill was recently named to the Cheryl Miller Award watch list. This is an award presented to the nation's top small forward. She's among 1 of 20 preseason selections and 1 in 5 amongst the Big Ten. This award will be narrowed down to 10 in mid-February, and the finalists will be presented in front of a selection committee and Cheryl Miller herself at the Women's Final Four, which will be held in Columbus, Ohio. Head coach Michelle Clark-Hurd was literally in her athlete's shoes at one point. She played for the Lady Toppers from 1986 to 1990. She then coached at several different places before returning to her alma mater. She's led the team to the NCAA tournament 3 times, won 3 conference championship titles, and won 2 regular season titles. Tyra Buss was recently named to the Wade Trophy watch list. In its 41st year, the Wade Trophy is known as the most prestigious and oldest National Player of the Year award in women's college basketball. Tyra has scored in double digits in all 7 games so far this season and is shooting from around 50% from the floor. The winner of this award will be announced on an ESPN2 telecast at the Women's Final Four in late March. Thanks, guys. Back to you. Georgia native senior guard Tasia Brown had a season high of 28 points in the upset and has continued to stand out into this season, playing around 40 minutes per game and scoring 30 points in their victory against Missouri. I have Tyra Buss here with me. Tyra, a close game tonight. You guys lost to Western Kentucky last season. What was something you focused on tonight so that you could come out victorious?
Welcome into sports. I'm Jackie Cardelli. Well, the Colts had hoped that a win in Houston last week would be a turning point in their season, and it looked like it would be today as they faced the Steelers. Well, Death Valley sure wasn't roaring this weekend as LSU's streak of 49 straight non-conference home wins came to an end.
So I wouldn't say it's one side of the team holding this Indiana team back from winning these games. The defense is doing some great things. The issue is they can't do those great things through the end of the game. You know, they can't come out and play a solid 50 minutes and then fold the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter. They're focusing a little bit more on the defensive side of the ball, which is something they always struggled with under Tom Crean. They are struggling a bit on the offensive side of the ball, which is something they didn't always struggle with under Tom Crean. So I think it's a little early, like I said, but I think we'll see how the rest of the season goes and be able to compare better towards the end of the season. And I think this will be an interesting question to revisit after Archie Miller records a few more seasons with the Hoosiers.
Haley Daniel is a 4-year veteran of the Indiana University All-Girl Cheerleading Team.
Indiana All-Girl has won the UCA College National Championships 5 out of the last 6 years.
Haley has won 3 out of those 5 national championships and has the hardware to prove it.
The feeling of winning 3 national titles is something I could never explain. The amount of time and effort and blood and sweat and tears we put into it, there's just no words that could possibly explain the feeling of all of that paying off.
The all-girl team begins preparing for nationals in early October. 20 out of the 35 members are chosen to compete on the mat. These girls work tirelessly throughout October, November, December, and January to earn themselves a national title.
During national season, you are pushed to every limit you have mentally, physically, emotionally. You deal with injuries, you deal with soreness, you deal with fatigue, you deal with doubt, you deal with just a lot of things, but we have so many people like our trainers, our coaches, teammate, everyone is in your corner to help you push past those and, you know, reach a place where you feel comfortable and confident in going out on that floor and giving it everything you've got.
For IU Sports Media, I'm Jackie Cardelli.